We did burning. Let's go ahead and take the V2 out. I love this machine. There are 5 machines which I think are freaking awesome, pretty much. This is one of them. This is one of the 5. Ooh, and we're in one of my favorite stages too. I can rack up insane kills here.
You're still fighters to me. I won't hold back.
Master Ace is gonna beat up on some helpless girls. Let's have fun. To any female listeners, I do apologize. I'm just very tired and bored.
Some people just don't get it, especially you.
Yeah, shut up, Rue. No one likes you. Or maybe they do, but it's not me. 'Cause I haven't seen your series. Yeah, I still haven't really watched the Gundam series. I did, however... Okay, I'm gonna go back to Super Robot Wars for a second. Oh god, definitely. Let's take care of her before she ruins everything.
I should be able to provide some support. Add me to the formation.
You know what? No. Ram into you and screw you.
After launching,
Okay, that didn't work as far as well as I wanted it to. Whatever. You can take her.
Why? I thought we saw eye to eye.
Never.
I'll see you destroyed.
1, 2, 3,
Even if I have
4,
to do it
5.
myself.
In your face. I recently found that Netflix had the Super Robot Wars OVA, and my god, Bandai Namco Visuals cannot translate their own series. They actually, it's subtitled. There is no English voice track, which is fine with me. The problem... Whoa, okay. Too much happening at once. Okay. The problem is like, I'll give you a perfect example. Anybody who has played any of the Super Robot Wars games, or pretty much knows the mythology behind it, knows Zengar's on Volto. Zengar's on Volt. I always like to add at the end because that's actually how he calls it, says his name call. When he cleans an enemy in half, he always yells Chesto, which is like a key. If I remember correctly, it's a key like Hiya or something. Well, here's the thing. Guess what they Romanized it as? They just basically took the O off and they basically Romanized it's chest. It's not chest. It's not a word. It's just basically a sound. It has no meaning. And that's the problem. You know, it's just little things like those that really cause me to lose faith in the entire Divine Wars translation they were doing, and I think they did the whole thing, but, you know, part of me doesn't want to even grab it. Well, I didn't. At least not yet. So instead, I found that there was a fan sub online. Yes, I know, it's, you know, let's put it this way, it's out of... Divine Wars is out of print. I'd have to Amazon or eBay it, and at this point, you know, it's probably not even that great of a translation. So I won't say who I found it from, but I found a translation, and it actually was pretty good. I'd probably give the whole, you know, I'd recommend the series to anyone who's not really familiar with Super Robot Wars. Some things will confuse you. I'm going to say that right now. Some things even confuse me because Divine Wars retells the first game, original Generation 1 story, and completely does some different things with it. For one, the Huckabee is only mentioned once. There's been great debate. Damn straight your ship's going down. There's been lots of debate about why the heck that was. But, you know, one of the other things is that they completely changed the major midpoint fight. In that game you had 2 choices. You could play as Josuke or Ryusei, and basically Josuke was the real robot route, Ryusei was the super robot route, which is something that's very common in the, why is Domo's in the turn X?
You create your own history.
Interesting.
You are truly a professional warrior.
Oh, I guess it has a shining finger, so it does kind of make sense. Oh, anyway. It's been a tradition in Super Robot Wars for usually to have a Super Robot route and a real robot route, and even selectable protagonists. So you have replay value right there. Well, they kind of you know, for the first half of the game, or let me rephrase, yeah, for about the first half of the game, your paths completely diverge, okay, for the two stories. Then for about the third, if you divide the game into quarters, you're running on through half the game. Okay, so the first two quarters are separate routes. The third quarter of the game kind of, you know, is the same mission, so slightly different objectives or enemy placements for each group, and because both groups join up. And then the last quarter of the game really differs. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna.
Little brats are mistaken. You may think me old, but you can't win.
Wings of Light go. That killed Peru too. Well, you know, that's just how it was. I mean, it gave you reason to replay the game to get a completely different storyline to a degree, which was actually kind of cool. I actually ended up doing that, which is rare for me to replay a game.
This user isn't your average guy.
But it was fun. Well, here's the other thing too.
Your agility inspires.
Oh, that's the other thing too. Here's the thing.
I don't think I've ever hated anyone.
Divine Wars actually combines both plot, well, basically focuses on Ryusei's group for pretty much the whole anime. The ATX team shows up here and there, which is Ryosuke's route, but for the most part it's all about Ryusei, which is probably fine. You know, this, you know, the SRX actually was developed for what was going to happen in Divine Wars, or in the OG Original Generation 1, however you want to put it. Well, they took a lot of liberties with some things, and one of the biggest complaints I have is combat. Anyone who's in a freaking gas fence just stands there and shoots machine guns. Most of them, the combat feels real, which would be fine in some cases.
All I wanted was to have fun together. I hate you. You're a big meanie.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're still adorable as hell, but I gotta kill you. Like I said, that's fine and all, but this is a Super Robot Wars. It's supposed to be over-the-top, insane action. Like, I was expecting something like some of the clips I've seen from Gunbuster, this woohoo, and it gets that way towards the end.
I think I understand Grandpa's
The Judica
power
fight
now.
specifically was amazing. They did a great job with that. That still sends a chill through my spine.
Perhaps the age of the
But besides that, there were really not that many memorable moments for me. But it was good. I'd recommend it. As the OVA, I'd say pass. Especially if you haven't played Original Generation 2, just pass. Especially with that translation, it's just bad. I really just have no faith in them. They can get their attack call right. How am I supposed to expect that they're going to do other things right? I don't know.